I joined WASCAL since 2009 in Ouagadougou when the first meeting to discuss the subject of having a research program in West Africa. At that meeting, most of us did not actually know what we're in for. We're not too certain what the situation would look like, and we were not too sure whether this whole idea, which was being moved by the German Ministry for Higher Education and Research, whether it will work or not. Since 2009, several meetings had to take place. Up to the year 2012, we traveled around the whole of almost all the 10 countries that were initially involved: Ghana, Nigeria, Benin, Cote d'Ivoire, Gambia, Mali, and all the countries, Senegal and all other countries, negotiating to agree on exactly what this institution will look like. And after long negotiations and discussions, it was agreed that an integrated center of excellence for research, for capacity building, and for environmental services be established for West Africa. And that is the genesis for the establishment of this beautiful institution today known as West Africa Science Center on Climate Change and Adapted Land Use. Following that, a cooperation agreement was signed amongst the countries, and a constitution was signed in February 2012 in Lomé, Togo. The constitution created the headquarters in Accra and a competence center in Ouagadougou. Following that, a governing board was established to oversee the affairs of this institution. A ministerial council was also put in place to provide oversight guidance to this institution. And since then, this institution has chalked a number of successes. In the area of capacity building or climate education, we have been able to establish about 15 programs across 11 West African countries on different subjects and different areas of climate change. So we have climate change and land use, climate change and biodiversity, climate change and education, climate change and human security, climate change and meteorology, and many different subject areas of climate change. Through this program, we've been able to graduate over 300 PhD students and a number of master students from these institutions. This has bridged, to some extent, the gap that used to exist in the area of having experts for climate change in the South region. Let me talk about the case of Ghana. I can point at two important beneficiaries of this program. One is currently working with the Ghana Meteorological Agency as a forecaster and a researcher. Another is working with the Forestry Commission of Ghana. These two people, a lady and a gentleman, are currently playing critical roles in this institution when it comes to climate change. There are several of them also working in development banks and some international institutions. This is what WASCAL has been able to do. And these are some of the great successes our institution has brought. Beyond building capacity and educating people, we have developed a number of research programs, and a number of research have been carried out on different topics on climate change. The research that has been carried out has contributed to provide evidence-based information to most national policymakers in the area of climate change. The recently developed RAP 2.0, which is the WASCAL Research Program number 2 or phase 2, is currently envisaged to bring together all the potential areas of climate change across the sub-region and ensure that that is harmonized and that the necessary research gaps are bridged order to ensure that the necessary policies are developed at the national level to curb the impacts of climate change. WASCAL is also providing environmental services. We have created observatories where we are able to gather data and share amongst different national institutions that require climate data. We've also been able to support national institutions with logistics, hydro equipments, and also meteorological equipments have been procured and supplied to these institutions. This is contributing a lot to enhancing the capacity of most of these institutions like the Ghana Meteorological Agency and other meteorological agencies across West Africa. WASCAL is an institution that is very novel. Why do I say so? This is the only institution that brings together different countries to deal on very complex issues such as climate change. Climate change, as we know, is a very complex subject, and to manage it is not easy. But WASCAL has been able to bridge this gap in terms of providing information and also providing the necessary services that come along with it. WASCAL, as we see as an institution, is first of its kind in terms of excellence. Our students are the only students that have been given opportunity through their program to learn a second language. All our students and people who have gone through our programs can stand the test of time and have become robust enough to be able to work in any international institution that they find themselves. They speak at least English and French. This, for me, is a great one. I want to use the opportunity to commend our sponsors, BMBF, that's the government of Germany, and all the African partners for the hard work that they have done over the years. I thank the hardworking staff of WASCAL, the executive management, and everyone for bringing this institution to this level and all the successes that we have achieved over the years. I thank you and God bless us. Long live WASCAL, long live West Africa.